Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, we're going to be taking a look at quite possibly the worst brawler within the game right now, and definitely in need of some type of buff within the next set of balances. So before we jump into it, make sure you use the creator code. That'd be greatly appreciated. And without further ado, let's jump right into it. All right, guys, jumping into the brawler, which I believe definitely in need of an emergency buff, it has to be Otis. So Otis, it's a new brawler within Brawl Stars, and for once the brawler isn't broken, which is nice, but a lot of people are complaining. You know, they've got the Brawl Pass and this brawler is basically unusable when it comes to Brawl Stars right now. Really bad, not really many great matchups or modes that it can be good in. It's obviously going to be better against the aggro brawlers, but I just think overall it was incredibly overrated before his release. It was actually emergency nerfed, I believe, once, which was due to his supercharge rate, which is fair enough. It went from, I believe, 9 hits to 12 hits, which of course is going to be a big nerf, but I still don't think like across every single game mode he's going to be incredibly broken, right? Just because he hasn't got like the most DPS, his attacks at long range a little bit weird and confusing to hit. His gadgets, I would say as well, bit lackluster. Like maybe the other gadget where you can throw it on the ground, kind of like a bell trap, but with your super. Some people think it's really good, but I don't think it's really the best, just because for the most part, whenever I've played Otis, like when I'm using that gadget, for the most part, people just use it and then just hide behind a wall, and then you can't really capitalize on that super. So you got to kind of make use of it when you're up close to the enemy, because they can easily just hide behind a wall. You know, they're not slowed, they're not kind of stunned or anything like that. So just being able to run away easily is probably the biggest counter to this Otis super. So the biggest tip I would say if you're trying to play Otis is literally use it point blank up close, but he's not the greatest right now because he hasn't got the DPS to finish off the brawlers. So just a lot of things really kind of lacking with him. But then again, it would be incredibly OP, right, if, you know, Otis could just freeze every single brawler, not let them attack, and then he could just melt every single one. You really wouldn't want that with a brawler. You kind of want him to be a little bit in between, because that super definitely has its toxic capabilities. So we're gonna pop our gadget right here. It's not really going to do the most. I guess it just helps a little bit with the DPS, and maybe I did show it off when it first got released like 10 days ago or so, and it was pretty good in like sneaky fields and just making sure that people don't sneak around the grass. But overall, just feel like he's so underwhelming. His new star power should be due to come out pretty soon, so I'll test that out straight away. As soon as that's out in the shop, I'll make sure to give you guys a rundown on whether Otis is actually usable or meta. You'll be able to quickly tell, trust me, because some star powers, well, this star power especially, looks incredibly insane because it increases DPS quite a fair bit. So that's going to be the first game. Let's hop into the next one. All right, guys, so jumping into the next game then. So talking quickly about his new star power that is due to come out. So essentially, it will add another shot onto his main attack, which I don't really agree with a star power, but anyways, it's going to be by far the better star power for me because it increases his DPS by 33%. It goes from around 1.9 thousand damage per ammo to, I think it's 2,520. So you can see that is definitely a big increase in the amount of DPS it can provide, but still overall feel like that's not really the most damage, and especially up at long range it might be pretty hard to hit those shots. So BB looking like she can maybe take us down. I'm hoping I can cycle. Okay, no. And also, like, the big thing as well, you don't want to have a buff in his super, because that's obviously going to be the most annoying thing, because it doesn't really have much counterplay other than just literally run away from the opponents. But just 12 shots to cycle his super is a lot, right? 12 shots, you know, it doesn't have the fastest reload speed. For the most part, you could probably finish people off with 3 pieces of ammo, and then you still don't have your super back. You know, you can think of brawlers that have overwhelming supers like Tara, trying to think of like Shelly, maybe like really punishing up close, like Sandy. They get their super, I believe, a lot quicker and a lot easier. So I can just see other brawlers still more than likely overwhelming Otis, just because they have like supers that can get charged up much quicker. So we're gonna pop a gadget over there. BB, I could just run into her face. Okay, I completely missed that super. That's why you want to just auto aim basically all of the time with this Otis super, because you won't be missing, and against those aggro brawlers you won't really need to aim it. So that's going to be another win right there. Let's hop into the next one. All right, guys, jumping into the next game. And so just realized I left on the overlay, my stream overlay. So big shout out to my Twitch. I will be actually streaming on YouTube from now on, though. So make sure you subscribe with notifications on. I will announce on my community tab what time I'll be streaming Monday, so make sure you're staying tuned for that. But basically what that overlay bit is, I kind of want to shout out because I think it'll be a really cool video on it, and also my stream as well. So every single time I play Power League, I've got to win with a different brawler. I think I've already completed like 20 of my brawlers already. So if you've missed that, I think I've got VODs on Twitch that you can watch, but I've already like got wins with brawlers like Jackie and some of the hardest ones. So it's really entertaining. I think I'm legendary 3 right now. So although I'm playing at the highest ranks in Power League, I'm still getting wins with some of the worst brawlers. So I thought that would just be some good fun, and I wanted to quickly shout that one out because I believe a lot of you guys have been missing out on my streams. So again, as I said, I'm going to be streaming on YouTube. It probably will be around probably like 11 a.m, 10 a.m. at BST time. So make sure to convert that as well. So nice goal from Tempest right there. We're able to clutch that one up. But also, what do you think about Otis in terms of its long range capabilities? So as I said before, like I feel you want to kind of like throw this at long range, like you feel like you're going to get some value at long range, right? But literally whenever I've done that, there's no chance of getting the kill. They're going to just run behind the wall. They're going to be able to survive, and that's just super wasted. It takes another 12 shots to get it. So that's why I feel like some people probably go wrong with Otis, where you need to just literally use it up close only. So I haven't really got the DPS there. I get my ankles are broken, and that is just painful. And again, this brawler just isn't that satisfying to play. I don't think I would really have much fun playing Otis, even if he was meta, just because of his toxic nature. So that's going to be a win for them. Let's hop into the next one. All right, guys, so jumping into the next game, and probably the last one. And so also just actually had a quick thought. So brawlers like, I can think of Carl, for example, when they already have their super out, you can't actually interrupt it with his super, well, with Otis's super as well. So brawlers like Carl definitely counter Otis, because you can just super on top of him pretty early, and he's not going to be able to cancel you out anytime soon. So that's just why, as well, as I said, I feel like his super can be a bit overrated. But I probably will regret saying that when Otis is somewhat meta, right? Because, you know, brawlers like Mortis, they're not going to do it, able to do a single thing. They can't dash away. They're just stuck in the mud, basically. So we're going to pop our gadget right there. As I said, you can't really do anything against the goal. I supered him, but obviously that's not going to do anything. So I just wanted to show you guys that there's a little counterplay against brawlers like Cole. But maybe there will be a few more brawlers just like that. So I'm going to try and rush up here. This tick is being incredibly annoying. We're going to see if the Mortis wants to charge onto us. Okay, no, that is just down bad. I don't think I'm going to be... Okay, surely I'm able to get some good pressure here. Let's see, the Mortis pretty low. I'm just going to pop my gadget onto the goal to try and keep that tick back just a little bit more. Carl, he is going pretty close. And again, I just can't do anything to him because there's no stun, there's no slow. I mean, it's already pretty overpowered because it takes off everything else. But there's other gadgets and star powers in the game that just, I feel like, have a little bit more of a rewarding kind of sense about them. I like the stun star powers, the supers, the slows a little bit more than this type of super. This is just my personal opinion anyway. So I'm going to try and pinch with the Mortis. Mortis is going to go down here. Let's see if we can get close to the Carl. I do actually super him in time, so you've got to be incredibly quick with your supers as well if you want to counter a brawler like Carl. Brawl, of course, is going to be probably his best mode because you can somewhat super literally an opponent when you're getting close to scoring. They can't do anything, so just a tick now on the defense. I'll try to pass that off to our Mortis. Probably should have just tried to run that in anyways, but we're still in a pretty good chance to score, so we're just going to run down this tick as quickly as possible. Just a couple of shots away from our super, so we could probably just super this Mortis just for Carl left, and this should be an easy goal right here. So it is incredibly toxic when you get into that position. I can see that getting abused definitely when he gets close to meta. So that's gonna be cold dead. I just spammed my super because I kind of panicked. I didn't want him to go in and literally team wipe us. So just a Mortis left. That's gonna be a win. So that is it for today's video, guys. Apologies for no upload yesterday, but trying to fix my upload schedule to make it so I upload a little bit earlier as well. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.